All right, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the RBC Center here in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia for this playoff matchup between the visiting Woodlawn Panthers and the home team, Sommet Mosaic. My name is Matt Doodley for High Button Sports. I will have the call for you here this evening. Sommet's second game in 2 nights. They played Lockview last night where they fell a little bit short, 3-2 to the Lockview team. So a 4-team round robin here for this playoffs. Sommet, Woodlawn, Halifax West, and Lockview. An interesting setup, 3 groups of 4. The top teams go to a 4-team regional. The second place teams play another round robin for the 4th spot. So interesting layout, like I said, to this playoff matchup. We're just about underway now. My good buddy Billy on camera here once again helping out. The Panthers now are going to start their top unit here of Coyle, Tobin, and McKenna, as Coyle's going to walk in over the line now. It's going to be rimmed around the other side by Lou, and just out of the reach there of the defender, so it'll stay at the half wall. Now it's going to stay inside the zone. Tobin, backdoor to Coyle. Coyle on the left side, centers it through the crease there, looking for McKenna, just wasn't quite there yet. And away goes the captain here. Morris Mills for Sommet down the right side, and on the hash marks, he'll hit the brakes, just gets around Sanford, a little pull back there, gets the puck now and has it poked off his stick. Tobin, a little flick down there to Coyle. That was Martin there Plotsky. The Panthers are going to regain possession now as Plotsky will regain possession out in the neutral zone. He'll fire it back to Lou inside their own blue line. Lou fires it through the middle. Coyle there to intercept that, but the Sommet will regain possession now. It's chipped up off the wall. McKenna looking for the chip and go, but it's fired back up the ice, and good job there at the bench by the Panthers not to get caught for the too many men. Scully fires out for Plotsky. Plotsky up for Bordage. He's in over the blue line now. He's got 2 Panthers on him. He's down inside the Panther zone we go. Up through the middle. That pass just gets off the stick of its target. That's Brownrigg looking for the puck now. It's going to be picked up by Martin. He's going to leave it there for Barker. Barker, saucer pass up the right side. Gets away from his intended target, but finds the stick of another Sommet player. And puck goes down inside the Panther zone now as Mitchell Doucette making his return here after a 2-game suspension, which forced him to miss the All-Star game as well. As that puck goes down onto the goaltender Houle, who'll get the start here for Sommet. And back to Sean Flynn for the Panthers. Now as Brownring's going to walk over to the corner. He gets a shot on that, but in the meantime gets upended. And that's going to be our first whistle here. Just under 2 minutes into this game. Faceoff's going to stay down inside the Sommet zone. One back by Sommet. It's going to be chipped up the wall. And down the left wing wall goes Zachary Chenard. He's going to get that in deep. Flynn will tap that with the stick now as Ferguson's going to get into the corner. He'll fire that up the half wall, but that's going to be poked back into the middle now as McPhee down the left side. He gets that poked off his stick. Now it's going to be picked up by Doucette. Doucette through the middle looking for the stick there of St. Hilaire. That gets by him and a hit there by Sommet in center. We'll get a reaction from their team. Down the right side. Swung in behind. There was Smith. Now Sommet's trying to get inside the line, but a good back check there from Morrissey as he came back in a hurry. Now it's going to be rimmed around. McPhee's going to be late getting there, so it's going to be held in by Sommet's Scully at the line. He'll pinch down now once again. And Sommet will maintain possession, but now it's going to come outside the line. McPhee tried to chip it to himself a little bit too far ahead, as now Sommet is going to pick it up. Down the left side, Etienne Chenard. He'll drop that there for Morris Mills. He tries to fire that on net, but it's tipped up and out of play. 12:01 left to go here in the first period. It's a playoff matchup. First one here for the Panthers. And these two teams clashed last Wednesday at this exact time, and it was seniors night for the Panthers, and Sommet came in and spoiled the party. So you got to be thinking Woodlawn looking for some retribution here on this Wednesday night. A nice hit down there from Sanford as he makes his presence felt there, and another hit from Doucette as the 2 D-men throwing their body around down low, trying to make the Sommet players think twice about working him behind the goal line. Now is Coyle down the line, and they double team him at the blue line, so that's going to make its way back down to Doucette inside his own blue line. It's going to be turned over. Sommet was tangled up at the line, but they were offside in the meantime, so Puck will go back to the Panthers now as McKenna will take that outlet pass from Doucette. He'll turn and fire that blindly through the middle. Icing waved off as back goes Barker here for Sommet. Rimmed back around by Scully. They look to get the breakout going now. It's one touch from Lou as Martin tried to get free. Now Tobin's going to fire that across the line for Coyle. He straddles the blue line and maintains the play here to allow to continue as Tobin's just going to fire that at the net. It was tipped by Coyle in front and up and out of play. So the faceoff will stay inside Sommet's zone here. Panthers wearing their blue here, which we're used to seeing their whites, as normally this would be the time slot for the home team, which would normally be the Panthers, but we're flipping it around this time and we're getting a look at both unis here from both these teams. So after play we go in the corner. Splotsky just carries that out. Now Morris Mills will fire that across. The shot there goes off the blocker of Flynn into the corner, all the way back to the blue line where Plotsky's there to meet it. Now it's going to be centered, held in at the line, shot through a distance in there and gloved by Flynn. He's back in the lineup after missing seniors night last week, maybe just giving him a break. He's seen a ton of rubber this season. Hope to see his total, or his shot total for the entire season. Right off the faceoff, they push it forward. Now it's into the crease. They bang away at it. Flynn gets a pad on that. He's just going to push across the crease to keep that puck in front of him now, but Sommet is going to hold it in as Plotsky pinched down. It's 2-on-2 now in the corner. Down on the left side. St. Hilaire, he's upended. Puck's going to be picked up here by the Panthers. They're going to slow up, hit the brakes at their own hash marks. And around all the way to the other side where Plotsky pinches down once again to keep it in. As the Panthers try and get out of their zone desperately here. Brown rig had that bounce off his stick. Dupuis down there, he's going to run his man over right in front of the ref though, and he deems it a good safe play, so play continues. The body's flying down there, and a centering attempt there gets through everybody, and it's going to find the stick here of the Panthers. So away they go down the left side. That's just going to be dumped in there by Hudson Kenny as he goes for a change. Now it's Ferguson's in on the forecheck as well as Brownrigg. 3 Sommet players down there, so they're doing a great job of outmanning the puck here early on down low. It's going to come all the way around St. Hilaire. Now he's going to chip that to himself, but it just gets out past him as Captain Doucette will get the red line and fire that back in deep. So creep down now, looking for that clearing attempt, and it does come to him, but it bounces over his stick. Sanford now is going to have to hurry, and Lou intercepts that in the center ice area, but he's just going to fire it in deep as a couple of his line mates were stuck inside the zone. That's going to be chipped off the wall out to the blue line, but held in by Scully. Scully's going to flick that way up in the air, and it comes down off the boards. I think everyone in the arena probably thought that one was heading out of play. A little miscommunication at the blue line, but the puck ends up staying in. Martin now, opportunity shot there, and he gets it right into the crest of Flynn. Or sorry, that was Aiden Barker. Looks like an 8, could be a 6 though. Now I see it's a 6, so that would be Martin. I was correct on the first one. What are the odds of that? Well, regardless, the puck's going to stay inside the Panthers zone. Rimmed around the other side. It's going to be a rim pass from McKenna. He just chips that. He takes a double bump there at the blue line. Doucette will chip it up over everybody and into the neutral zone. And it's going to be chipped back in by the Sommet squad now as they rim it around. They'll maintain possession as they take a bump. Coyle back to help out. He's going to be absolutely harassed up the ice by Lou, and just enough to disrupt him now as a pass through, looking for Martin just under the stick there on the backhand as he drops it back for Lou. Lou, a little shake move at the line. He gets around Coyle. He'll leave it for Martin. He heads down low. Fire that in behind the net. Sanford. Now Lou with an opportunity. Oh, and they shoot it through the crease. Point blank opportunity goes wide. Now they're going to continue on with the pressure down low, but that centering pass there right onto the stick of Tobin as he was in perfect defensive position because now he battles. He's trying to find his line mates. McKenna upends his man. Coyle will come away with the puck down low. He tries to go back in from a short side. The rebound now saved by Houle. Come around the other side, and 2 Sommet bodies on top of that puck as the play is going to be whistled dead now. Sacrificing the body here, and this is the time for it, folks. Playoffs. You need the sacrificial plays out there. part of the process. So May's going to come away with another face-off here. Morris Mills going to pick it up. He goes backhand around for Plotsky. He'll get it in the right side corner. He tries to chip it up, and Tobin had a read on it but couldn't quite get the stick on it. Now as Morris Mills is going to walk in. Good job to stay on side the line there. He tries to fire one through a crowd, but Flynn there with the mitt snags that one and hangs on. 7:18 left to go here in the first period. Another face-off win here by Sommet as the puck's going to squirt out for Morris Mills. He'll go backhand pass looking for Plotsky, but kind of surprised Plotsky there, so he had to retreat outside the line. He does a small chip there and a very late hit over on the Woodlawn bench, but the refs are going to let him play here early on. Up the wall, chipped up to the blue line. It's going to be held in. Down inside the zone now. Brownrigg giving chase. That's Terry down there. He gets upended at the half wall. Now it's into the middle of the ice. Hoole's just going to pounce on that. Looks behind him for a sec there, but ends up covering it up here. 6:43 left in the first. Shots on goal, 5-4 in favor of Sommet here. So not a whole lot of action around the net here to start, but usually in playoffs you wait for something to spark the entire unit or both teams even. Big hit, maybe a goal, as usually the floodgates start to open a little bit after that. So a little bit tense here, as in very important games here down the stretch, especially down the second half, is fighting for a spot in the regionals. There's a bunch of teams fighting for very minimal spots. These two tier 2 teams go at it here. Back inside the Woodlawn zone, ripped up the side for Doucette, who was playing the left wing there. Now it's going to be ripped down the side. They try and center Brownrigg, but it's blocked there as Scully got down to one knee. Now Sommet is going to come away with the puck, pass through the middle. Taken on the forehand there by Doucette, which ideally on the backhand there would have allowed him to continue on, but tried to take it on the forehand and chipped it up out of the zone, so the Panthers were able to dump it back in here and get a line change as Coyle comes out on the ice. He's got Brownrigg with him as well as it comes out to center. Doucette's just going to chip that back up the strong side. Now it's going to be picked up by Doucette for Sommet. So D-O-U-C-E-T and then the double E or E-double-T-E Doucette. So two different names, but sound the same. So now Mitchell Doucette here for the Panthers. In over the line, he's just going to fire that. Blocker saved by Houle. Doucette continues on, gets his rebound down in the corner. Nobody covering for him now as Tobin realized. He's going to swing back, fire it back to his D-man Sanford. Sanford's going to fire that through the middle for Doucette. Tries to one-touch that there for McKenna, but it was just out of his reach. Is now turned over here by Sommet. He's down inside the line, and the stick of Morris Mills stopped Chenard at the line there. So good defensive play on the wrong team as Coyle just fights through some traffic now. He's down the left side, tries to center that, but it ends up in behind the net. McKenna will center it now off the side of the net. And Morris Mills back after retrieving his stick, and he's just going to hit the Jets up the ice. Lou's going to have to stay on side, and he is not going to, as he just tried to continue his momentum forward, but goes in just ahead of Morris Mills. And it's going to be blown dead on the offside here. So the top unit here for the Panthers. Just waiting for them to strike here at any moment. So May did a really good job last week of neutralizing that top line, in my opinion. So they were on the score sheet, but definitely held off more than they normally would be, as Tobin now is going to pick it up over the line. He's just going to walk in and shoot that. That's up off the shoulder of Houle, as we've seen Tobin fire a few missiles here this season from a distance now as Martin's down the right side. He's going to have a step on Sanford. McKenna back to help out as Martin fires that off the mask of Flynn. The rebound comes free now as McKenna takes a big hit there from Terry, and now he's going to get a little bit of a whack back. It's Martin in behind the net now. He's pushed off the puck. McKenna chips that up the wall, held it at the line. Barker fires that back down low. Back up to Barker at the right point. He drags to the middle as far as he can get. Now it's just going to be chipped back out to the line, but held in. Terry still taking a little bit of a whack in front from the original hit now as it comes out free to the side of the net. Martin takes a double bump. Terry as well. So the Panthers want no part of the shenanigans around their goaltender here. McKenna and Terry get tangled back up here after that big hit. Cutting back through the middle. So The face-off's going to stay inside the Panther zone. 3:55 left here in the first. It's won by the Panthers now. They rim it around. Lose there for Sommet as he takes a bump there on the half wall. Tries to kick it back down low. Now it's going to be picked up. Zachary Chenard centering pass in behind the back, but doesn't quite get to the front of the net, but he gets it back, fires it to the right point as that shot from a distance is blocked on the way. Now it's going to be chipped out through the middle. That was Morrissey out there with McPhee as well now, as almost turned that over, but Lou's over the line. He's just going to drop that front shoulder and try and get some body position now, as a shot from the top of the circle on the left side off the stick of Simon Doucette, as his player had to jump in front to get out of the way of that, as they have a chuckle at that now. And staying inside the Panther zone, 3:20. 8-4 the shots now in favor of Sommet, as they've had a few here in the last couple shifts. They try and stuff one at the side of the net. Doucette's just going to fly in there and use his body first, and when you're the size of Mitch Doucette, you can do those things. That's going to be picked up here. Etienne Chenard shot there, goes up off the left shoulder of Flynn, and that's in one of those weird spots for the goaltender, so we'll keep an eye on him now as that centering pass finds the stick of the Panthers' Kenny, as he fires that in deep. Tried to put it on net, but didn't quite get it there. Now it's going to be picked up. Brownrigg, nice move. He's upended from behind, and there's going to be a penalty here to Sommet. It's going to be a tripping call here, so the Panthers are going to go to their first power play of the game. So to the power play, the Panthers go. They're going to have McKenna, Smith, Coyle on the back end with Doucette and Tobin as well. And Sommet is going to counter with Martin, Gabriel Bordage, Plotsky. It looks like William Bernier out there as well. So 5-on-4 here for the Panthers. Back up top to the right side for Doucette. He's going to fire it back down low for McKenna off the wall. McKenna makes a nice move there past Plotsky. He's going to get himself some space now as he works in behind. Now through the middle to Coyle. Coyle pulls and drags. Still with it. Tries to get a shot off, and he's pushed off the puck there by Martin, but it ends up going low. Tried to shove play at the side of the net. They bang away at it in the crease. And it looks like Nathan Houle will jump on top of that one and hang on once again here. Minute 26. We'll have to go in the man advantage. Woodlawn's going to stay with the same unit here. A couple man change here for Sommet. Morris Mills makes his way onto the ice. He's just going to get that off the face-off, and he's going to chip that on the backhand all the way down the ice, as that'll get in behind for Doucette. Morris Mills eases off now as he'll slot back into the center ice position. Coyle will pick that puck up from Doucette. Doucette trailing slowly. Now Coyle will have some space in over the line. Hasn't taken a full stride here in at least 10 seconds. He's able to gain the zone and slow things down now as Tobin chips it to himself. He gets pushed off the puck from Plotsky, but Tobin continues on with the stick pressure now as Smith in to help out as well. Back to the point. Good job by Coyle to hold the line across for Doucette. Doucette wanted the slap shot, pushed it too far into his own feet. Now as he shoots that up off the blocker of Houle as he fought through a crowd to make that save. And now the puck's going to come free, and a desperation play from Coyle doesn't allow Morris Mills to get free. Halfway through the man advantage now as Barker goes back for it. He chips that through his legs. A little drop pass now as McKenna pulls it into the middle. Coyle will pick it up at the ringette line. Down low for Tobin. That gets by him as Plotsky will pick it up. He fires it back to the point. Held in by Coyle. He'll bounce right off the line there. Doucette turns, fires a slap shot all the way around the other side as Coyle is going to get there just a little bit late, so that puck will exit the zone. Now he's going to go partner pass cross for Doucette. Doucette's going to have some time and space, so perfect opportunity to get over that blue line and set it up now as he uses his body to protect that puck. 30 seconds left in the power play. McKenna centers it. Cleared by Morris Mills. He fired that looking for some support. Turns out it was him that was there, so he's going to get first to that puck and fire that back down deep, and in comes Etienne Chenard. Doucette tired, and same with Coyle at the end of this full 2-minute power play shift. 10 seconds left in the man advantage, and we're into the last minute now as the centering pass out front is poked away by Flynn. Down to the last 5 seconds of the power play. And that will do it now. We're back to even strength as the Panthers get inside the Sommet zone. 35 seconds left to go here in the period. Turn. And left there for Martin. Martin heading up ice here with Terry. Martin over the right side. He's going to drag it to the middle. Nice move to the forehand. Goes back door looking for Terry. And Flynn got a piece of that, enough to stop it from making its way to the back post. So they come up short there on that 2-on-1, but another nice dangle from Terry. So we've seen a few last week. He had a puck on a string. Now he's going to slot that back in through the middle of the ice. 10 seconds left to go here. Maybe an opportunity for one more shot. As Kenny came in. Almost got through the wickets there, and that will do it here at the end of the first period, as we're going to have a little bit of a brouhaha to finish here. So you were waiting for something. So 15 minutes come and gone. No score through this one. 11-4 the shots on goal in favor of Sommet. And we'll be back with second period action here in just a moment. And we're back, second period action. Still waiting on our first one if you're just joining us somehow in the last 15 seconds. Sommet's down off the opening face-off. They're going to carry it inside, and a shot attempt there up off a stick and into the netting. Face-off down to the right of Flynn. Morris, Mills, and Coyle, each team's leading scorer, facing off there, but we're into the new season now, so those regular season stats don't mean diddly here in this scenario. It's a fresh season as that puck is shot off the skate of Coyle and down onto Houle, as he'll smother that one up here. So a couple quick whistles early on, and Sommet is already going to get a line change in here. Maybe some bench management, maybe a little line matching going on down there. Maybe give the Morris Mills line a opportunity to play offense instead of having to worry about defense with this top unit out. Chipped off the wall now. Away goes Sommet up the left side through the neutral zone. Finn St. Hilaire is going to fire that on Flynn, and he'll hang on there, no problem, no screen. Sean Flynn, an all-star this year for this Woodlawn team and a senior, so someone who will be missed deeply on this Panthers squad, but that's the name of the game here, folks. Couple years you get, and then the turnover starts to happen, so enjoy it while you can, because you just never know when the end of it will be. So these two teams trying to go on a nice run here late in the season. That shot is tipped on net and stopped by Flynn. It's going to get in behind the net now as Sanford's just going to soft chip that around, and that's the right play there. No sense in firing that 100 miles an hour around the wall, hoping your winger can get there in time after being flat-footed for most of the sequence there. So he just fires it to a safe area, or a quiet zone, if you will, and they end up getting a clean break out of it, and now some offensive pressure as they're down inside the zone. But Terry's going to come away with that puck. He's just going to fire that from Martin. Martin uses his reach down the right side, centering pass there, and just out of the reach of Griffin Liu, as Martin once again pulls another trick out of the hat, as Terry tried to leave that there for his D-man, LeBlanc. Now it's going to find the stick of Martin. Martin's going to be pressed from behind. He's going to work down the right side. Still with it, stops up. He's going to have some time and space now. Now he's just going to fire that through, and it hits the skates of Eisner. Now down low, Liu. He's just going to walk right out, has an opportunity. They try and block the pass, but in the meantime, he gets a shot off, but Doesn't make its way to the net somehow. Not sure what it hit in front, but now it's going to be out front for Terry. He has a hard time handling that. Now the Panthers just going to chip it to themselves. Now they're going to get in behind. Opportunity here for Kenny. Shot there. His Hool will close up the arms and hang on to that. A couple more extracurricular activities here. Looks like Mitch Doucette's going to grab a couple Subway cookies here around the boards. Not sure what that's about. A little energy kick maybe. I'm not sure if he's, don't think he's diabetic anyways. And to be honest, I don't really fully know what that entails regardless. So hopefully he enjoys the cookies and it gives him a burst of energy here as he's about to come back out on the ice, as the Sommet bench wanted a penalty on that one, but play continues now as a shot from a distance blocked by Flynn. Rebound comes free. It's in behind the net. Smith with it there. He's pressed from behind as that's going to come back out to the left point. A shot through a crowd. That hits their own team there as the player in front was Bordage. Hits him in the caboose. So the puck's going to go down inside the Sommet zone. In behind the net for Morris Mills. He's just going to fire that cross ice. Plotsky takes a bump there, but the Woodlawn player takes the worst of that now as Morris Mills tries to make a move. Now it's going to be chipped low. Chenard in to help out. Rimmed around the other side. There's Dupuis. Dupuis tries to backhand that out. Weak shot there, so the puck stays in. Morris Mills from a bad angle. Shot there, and the glove saved by Flynn. As that one, I don't think he was fully expecting it, but goaltender got to be ready. In a centering pass there as the one-timer just goes through the crease and by the post. It's a good press here from Sommet as they continue to hem the Panthers in their own zone. Now that's going to get outside for the Panthers. They tangle up just in front of us here in the booth. Now it's just picked up by Smith down the left side. Tries to chip it to himself. He takes a bump now. Still with the puck. Centering pass there. Looking for the stick of Allard. Now a shot from a distance off the bench. Caught by Hool. Hool covered up and hang on. This faceoff will stay down inside the Sommet zone here. 3.5 minutes in to the second period here at the RBC Center on this sunny but brisk winter day here, and we've seems like finally hit our little bit of stretch of winter now. Now Coyle's going to pick it up. He's going to have an opportunity side of the net there and tried to get it up short side tight on the backhand, which is arguably one of the toughest shots there, and a shot deflected on its way to the net, but Hool stands strong as he stays with that one and kicks one of those pillows out to make that save now as the icing is going to be waved off. Tip, says the linesman. So puck race down low. Good job by Martin and Sanford just to initiate contact with each other, and that eliminates the potential for a hit from behind or a boarding now as a pass up the right side for McKenna. Maybe just a bit too late for him as the puck now is going to stay inside the line. McKenna gets a stick on him. It's going to be picked up here by Scully as he's going to wheel in behind his own net. Going to fire that up off the wall for Terry. Terry through the middle for Martin. But that gets away from him now as Eisner's going to sand wedge that one up to the blue line. It's held in at the line now. Martin tries to exit. Now it's going to be chipped off the wall. Good job there by Lou as he slammed that wall lane away from that puck ever getting through. Now it's going to be chipped off the wall. Terry's going to get a piece of that, enough to stop the icing. Martin had to come outside the blue line. Good recognition there as he's upended by Tobin, and away goes Sanford. Kyan Sanford in over the line. He's just going to rim that around to the far side. Coyle, quick shoulder check. He's got Martin on him. He's going to take a bump there on the wall, and smart play by him just to stay up against those boards. If you've ever played, you're up against the boards and they try and hit you 9 times out of 10, they just bounce right off. There's Doucette now, fresh off a Subway cookie, turns it over all alone. Shot there, top corner, Etienne Chenard. Gives a little salute to the home crowd as he gets Sommet on the board after stripping Doucette of the puck, and he goes in and puts one right up in that flat part of the top corner. And it's Sommet 1, Woodlawn no score. Good job there from Chenard just to stay with it. A bouncing puck there a little bit, so not as easy as a play as it may have looked maybe through your screen for Doucette. As he battled through a little bit of a fumbled puck, but lots of hockey to be played here, and you got to score 1 to win anyway, so now it's an opportunity there as Morris Mills just tried to fire that one towards the net. Doucette tangles up with his man. Pucks for free, we'll say half free, half covered up there, but the ref's going to side on the goalie caution here, so be smothered up once again. 9:38 left here in the second period. Outlet pass now. Kenny tried to make a move, but it's stripped by Plotsky. Back inside the Woodlawn zone for Doucette. Doucette's just going to fire that off the wall. Turned over by Sommet, and they're just going to fire it back inside the zone. So Doucette tries to clear it. Good job by the line. Need to hold that one in. Now is that stretch pass off the stick of Kenny. No to play. Outside the Panthers zone now. Kicked forward off the face-off, chipped off the wall, but held in by Sommet. This team's giving me a little bit Winnipeg-Boston vibes out here with these unis. Now Sommet, partner pass across for LeBlanc. LeBlanc's going to hang on, look for his options as he scans. He's going to go up off the glass. Let's play with a high stick. Good job by Kenny to not touch that up. Now as Brownrigg will press his man LeBlanc, 2-on-2 down there in the left corner. Just in our sight line here. It's a tough angle no matter where you're at in the rink. Good job by the camera guy to get in there for you. It's back to the point for Sanford. Sanford shoots that. It's tipped by Brownrigg in front, but it went up instead of down as Houle will make the grab and hang on. 8:29, so we will head to an intermission in 8.5 minutes here. And you got to think Woodlawn be sitting nicely if they can tie it up without giving one up here before the end of this period and start the third 20 minutes at square one. Like I said not long ago, you have to score one to win, so one's the minimum. Now Terry is going to put himself offside, and I think based on the low intensity of him picking that up and the conversation he's having right now, he knew for sure, but brain was just a little bit behind the feet. Which is something that does happen in hockey quite a bit, you see, if you actually pay attention to like the finer details. The puck's rimmed in now. Panthers back for it. Partnered and reverse back the other way. Tobin's going to take that on the feet. He'll leave that through the middle for Coyle. Coyle's got Lou on him, and he's just going to continue on. Tries to chip it by Plotsky, but he'll get it outside the zone now as it's chipped through the middle for McKenna. McKenna turns, fires that through the middle, finds a stick of Coyle, and maybe just a little bit of chemistry shown here. Now is Tobin. Had an opportunity. Plotsky using that 35-foot stick to disrupt that shot. As the puck goes wide. Lou up the corner. Martin, good body position there as he got by Coyle. Now Martin down the left side. He's going to pull it in back to the middle. Goes back to the forehand. Gets a rebound as he bangs away at it. It's in the back of the net there as James Martin stays with it. Didn't go anywhere until the puck found the back of the net. And just like that, Sommet Mosaic is up 2-0 here with 7:39 left in the second period. So what looked like potentially a harmless play and just a 2-on-2 rush one way. Martin ends up pulling the puck through the defender, drags it to the backhand, pulls it back to the forehand quickly, gets a shot off, and then just whacks away at the rebound, and the puck ends up in the back of the net. And had he not been behind where he was, he may not have seen it. So 2-0 Sommet here. Sommet's now going to get that in. Morris Mills, good job to stay on line. They just try and fire it at the net. They will now. Spin around shot there. It's laying at the top of the crease. Good job by the Panthers to come back defensively, take away the house. And Sommet just buzzing here. They have 3 on the puck carrier here at all times and pretty much giving the Panthers no time and space out there, which is the name of the game, especially when you're leading. It's a partner pass for Ferguson. It's chipped off his stick, and that'll end up down in deep. Dupuis back forward here for the Panthers. He's got Morris Mills on him. He was waiting for the hit, so Morris Mills will come away with the puck. That's going to be covered up by Flynn as he's seen enough. So that goal, Martin from Lou. For a second, I thought they said Houle, which would have been quite the fun thing to tell you guys. The goalie assist. Plotsky back inside his own zone. He'll wheel inside the ring at line. He chips it off the glass, hits a stanchion, so the puck's going to come out to the Panthers, but Plotsky He's going to get it back now. He's turned over once again. Here's Kenny. He's now going to take a bump, but it fired back down inside the Panther zone. Chip pass up the wall for Brownrigg. He's going to get the red line and get that in deep. Plotsky's going to get back there first. He's got Kenny on him. He'll rim it around the other side. Good job. He gets set up there. Was Finn St. Hilaire. So he had that poked off his stick. Good job by Brownrigg down there. So he just continues to press. He's going to strip the puck now as Plotsky just gets it back at the last second. Or Brownrigg was all clear in the slot. Doucette chips that back up the strong side. Brownrigg will get it back. He's pressed there. He's knocked off the puck as, like I said, Sommet not giving these Panthers any space at all. As Doucette is going to fire a clapper through a little bit of a crowd where Houle stays strong and grabs out the glove. Just under 6 to go here in the second. Panthers are going to send out the top unit here in the hopes of getting something going. 16-12 are the shots in favor of Sommet, and 12 shots, but not a whole lot of them are grade A high danger shots now, as there's a delayed penalty and it's going to go to McKenna, and it's going to be a cross-checking penalty maybe. Cross-checking, yep, so closed fist motion sometimes gets mistaken for hit from behind, but McKenna's going to go to the box here, and Sommet's going to get a glorious opportunity now to give themselves a 3-goal lead. Right now they're sitting with the worst lead in hockey, as they say. But a goal here would really start the separation. Doucette now tries to clear that, but it hits the Zamboni doors that we've seen in not just this rink, but many over the course at least of my life. Sommet's just going to slow things down now as they'll work it in behind the net. Morris Mills out front. Shot there. Tried to go far side. It goes wide now as Plotsky. He's going to go back down to the half wall for Martin. Martin pressed by Cole. Now he's just going to walk out to the high slot area. He had an opportunity to shoot, and he fired it wide. Rim back around behind the goal line now. Chenard. He's got a goal already in this one. He'll fire it back for Plotsky. Plotsky back down low for Chenard. Chenard skate the stick. He's going to walk out. Shot that. And the whistle blows. And it's going to be a penalty in front, and it looks like it's going to be a butt-ending call, if I'm not mistaken. I should know this as a referee. So yeah, it's either a butt end or a spear. Either way, one end of the stick. It's going to be a 4-minute penalty, and that will go to John Morris Mills in front, so that will eliminate the power play here, and a quick flip-flop turn of events. We'll play 4-on-4. As now I think the timekeeper wants to get a clarification on the call. So it'll be 1:17 until McKenna returns, and then Woodlawn will have a 2-minute and 43-second power play, if my math is correct, which it probably is not. Regardless, it'll be over 2.5 minutes of power play time, but we'll start 4-on-4 down inside the Sommet zone, and it will be 4 minutes up on the board now. And you know what, folks? I haven't seen one of those calls, and since I got called for it back in 2008, live in a game anyways. So the roughing signal, good job by him, honestly, as well, to even know that signal. But there's a reason why this roughing crew is out here doing this age group, and I'm up here commentating, folks. As Chenard with a burst of speed down the left side. He's just going to walk all the way down in behind. Tries to shove it at the side of the net, but Flynn was having none of it as he pushed across. It's Ferguson now. Tries to clear that. Hits something there on the wall, so he didn't get a clean touch at it. Now Coyle just trying to get free. Love the tactic here of Coach Manson, trying to keep Coyle and Tobin out there, maybe trying to spark something here, as there's a lot more time and space out there. 4-on-4 as that shot is shoveled at the net from the left side corner and covered up by Flynn here. But like I said, more space. You wouldn't think that just eliminating one player from each team would create such space out there, but you see it at all levels. So I thought that was a good plan of attack there. That didn't end up doing anything for them there for the Panthers, as that faceoff is pushed to the right. Doucette tried to get off to the races, but the puck's flicked back towards the net. 25 seconds left in the McKenna penalty. Sommet will pick up that loose puck. They're going to walk around the top of the circles. Down in below, past the hash mark. Centering pass into the crease. Now is Flynn will just leap at that one. And he'll cover that up with Terry in front of the net. 14 seconds in the McKenna penalty. 4 minutes and 5 seconds left here in the middle frame. Doucette takes that puck off the face-off. He's just going to chip that to himself, looking to get up to speed now. He does get it, pulls it through, didn't quite get it through LeBlanc. He'll have to backtrack now. And the puck goes all the way back down inside the Panther zone. McKenna freed from the penalty box now, so the Panthers are going to have what would normally be a abbreviated power play, but still more than your normal. So 2:30 left to go in the man advantage, and once again a huge opportunity here for them to cut this lead in half. Sanford's just going to get set up behind the net. They'll fire that up ice for McKenna, newly freed. So he tries to center that. Now it's poked off the stick. They're going to one-touch that back through the middle. McKenna is going to take a little bit of an angle at it, so he's able to pick it up in full speed. Chip through the middle now for Smith. Smith tries to center to nobody. And now the puck's going to exit the zone as Ferguson's going to head back here for the Panthers. Ferguson's just going to be funneled out the other side by Terry as it's rimmed around the other side. McKenna is just going to pick that up on the rim, had that in his feet. He's going to be pressed now. Fires that cross ice for Coyle. He's going to have some space, but he's going to work through the middle of the ice now down the right side. In over the blue line, now over the ringette line as he fires that back for Tobin. Tobin's just going to peel that off the wall. He tries to get it and shoot it, and he's just disrupted there. So it's going to be sent the length of the ice. Chenard fires it down on Flynn, kind of curled towards the net. 90 seconds left here in the Woodlawn power play. Ferguson's just going to hit the brakes. Chenard's going to go around the other side. Stendon 2 here on the forecheck on the penalty kill, but McKenna's going to get that puck. He cuts back the other way. The puck bounces off his stick. Away goes Chenard. He's being pressed there. McKenna blows a tire. Chenard in behind the net. He's got options, but he's just going to try and eat some clock now. Minute 10 left to go. Man all alone in front. Shot there in front as Simon Doucette had a point-blank all-alone opportunity. Had another 15 seconds, it seemed, and he fired it up over the net. It's up cross-ice pass now. Opportunity, shot to the glove side off the stick of the Panthers, and Hoole's going to grab that and hang on. If you're trying to get back in this game, I wouldn't advise leaving a man open up wide open in front. And how do you not have a guy there with one extra player on the ice? But hey, these things do happen in the game of hockey, and fortunately for the Panthers, that shot attempt goes up over the net and off the glass. As now that clearing attempt hits the back of the helmet of the Panthers player there. Not sure who it was. Good hand eye from Coyle as he keeps that in at the line in the air. It would be a perfect bunter in baseball now as Tobin gets a backhand shot on, and the rebound's cleared. Minute 35 left to go in the period. Martin down there, shot, the rebound comes free. Flynn, oh, and it bounces over his stick as Zachary Chenard on the doorstep off the shot of Martin. Flynn made the original save, and he was in position to make the second save, but when he moved his arm, the puck almost got double flipped or maybe double touched along the way, and it ends up bouncing over him. So tough break there for Flynn and the Panthers, and it's 3-0 Sommet. So short-handed goal, 24 seconds left in their penalty. Now Sanford goes back for the puck, blows a tire. It's chip, partner pass. They're going to fire that up the wall blindly. It's going to be held in by Sommet. They're going to fire that on the net. Flynn kicks it to the right corner. Chipped off the wall softly. They're going to work in behind their own net. Out behind comes Eisner. Cross-ice pass through the neutral zone. Up the right side now, dragged into the middle. Left there for Brown. Ray got intensely, but he picks the puck up, skate the stick. He takes a little bit of a bump from LeBlanc there. In behind the net now is Chenard, who fires it up for Morris Mills. Now it's through the middle. Brownray gets a piece of that. We're into the last minute here of the second period. Push through the middle. Chenard now fires that cross ice, intercepted by Smith. Hill working over the line. Nice pass through the middle for Brownray. He's going to have an opportunity. Shot there. Not a whole lot on it as Hoole will have no problem with that one, and he'll hang on. 37.2 seconds left before we head to our intermission, and I'd like to be a fly on the wall for the coaches' talk in the intermission, and maybe it'll be a calm talk. Maybe it'll be a big disruption down there. Regardless, the Panthers need something to get going here. That's where he rimmed in behind. Smith tried to center that. Now Doucette just started to creep in. Now as that puck's going to be fired up for Lou. Lou down the right side. He'll pull and drag to the middle. Centers it there as Sommet gets a stick on it, but Doucette back in time to help out. 20 seconds left here. Maybe time for another rush. So he cuts to the middle there, pulls it. in over the line. Now he's still with it. Down the left side. He's going to stay with the puck. Fires it towards the middle. Almost tipped into the own net, but good hand-eye in front. They were able to bat that out of midair. Doucette is out of gas down there as he's just trying to get to the bench, and he's yelling at the bench to wake up here, as that will do it now for the second period. Doucette hunched over on the Woodlawn bench down there. But after 2 complete periods of play, shots on goal, 20-15 in favor of Sommet as they continue to lead this one 3-0. So we'll head to the intermission. We'll be back in about 10 minutes time for the third and final frame. Stay right here. And we're back. Third and final frame, 15 minutes up on the board. 3-0 lead here for Sommet as the stick banging commences on the side of the wall. We are back to even strength here in the third period. And a big hill to climb here for the Panthers. There's McKenna now. He's going to get run into at the line, but he gets it in half deep now as Plotsky's just going to fire that up off a lid. Tobin, good patience at the line. He fires that cross ice. McKenna, nice touch back to Tobin. Tobin down low to Coyle. Coyle on the right side. Shot there into the feet of Houle. And covered up now is referee's just going to give us another tweet here just to make sure there's nothing going on down there in front of the net. So Sommet is going to go with a full sail change here. Coach Manson and the Panthers will stick with their top dogs. Got to get something going here. And a goal in this first shift really set things up nicely for them to start the comeback here in this one. It's cycled around the other side. Coyle back down low. Morris Mills down there with Tobin. He's going to rim that around the other side. Bordage left that there. Chipped off the wall for LeBlanc. But a good job by Sanford, who we thought kept it in there momentarily, but the puck does squirt just outside the zone, so it's going to be whistled on the offside. 14:10 left to go. 50 seconds. Easy math for me this time. Hopefully Ducek got a few more cookies in him in the intermission. He's logged a ton of minutes so far this year and continues to do that here so far. Now as Sommet is down over the left side. In over the line. Now is Barker. He tries to center. Picked off by Sanford. Is chipped off the wall. Now is McKenna with Coyle and Sanford. 3-on-2 forming here. McKenna into the middle of the ice. He's just going to walk into the middle. Tried to go blocker side. Missed the net. Then looks skyward. Now he's going to try and throw a hit. He separates from the puck, which is the idea at the end of the day. Now Coyle centers it. Eisner opportunity. Shot there. That was tipped. Good idea for the low shot. They bang away at it at the side of the net. Tobin says it's in. Houle has it underneath him, and it's sitting on just outside the line. You can barely see it here, but a good 2, 3, 4 inches off the line as Tobin tried to dupe the ref there, and rightfully so. So the coaches want an explanation now. Coach Manson down there at the edge of the bench. It's the officials. They're going to have a chat. I'm not sure why they'd be chatting with the linesmen as they're both up at the blue lines, and I think Coach Bona made that signal. Now the referee's going to go down and have a chat. Manson very respectfully going to have a little conference. Definitely seen refs, or sorry, not refs, coaches a lot more animated looking for that explanation now as try and get can hear them talk and just can't hear what they're saying down there, and don't think he's too happy about the scenario, especially down by 3. Might be able to look the other way on that one if you're up by 3, but looking for absolutely anything they can get here, especially in the playoffs. He'll take any goal that you can get. Now is Plotsky back inside his own zone. He's going to hit the brakes, looking for his options. Soft chip off the wall for Lou. Lou's going to pick that up on the backhand, fires it across from Martin. Martin gets that in deep. Ferguson back now. Is Martin back there as well. Ferguson, good job there to get good body position. There's the big man. Martin was coming in on the forecheck. A shot there from the point is blocked. McKenna. He's going to have a burst of speed down the right side. He's going to hit the brakes there. Fires into the middle for Coyle. Left side there, and just at the last second before he could fire it off, Plotsky with the stick. As he'll get the puck back now. Chips it through the middle. Looking for St. Hilaire. He'll continue on down the line. Inside the zone. Below the goal line now. Coyle there meets him, went for the hit, but the puck was chipped away. Now it's off Coyle's skates. Nice move down low. Doucette now had that poked off his stick. Ferguson's going to rim that around the other side. Coyle a little bit too deep to pick up that rim now as Plotsky will fire it back down deep. St. Hilaire cut back. He's going to give himself some space. He's working behind the net. He's going to go back up top to the right point. Scully on the backhand. Barely gets a piece of that one now as Panthers players upended. Coyle in over the line. He's going to leave that there for McKenna. Beat both D-man. McKenna to the backhand there as he's disrupted just enough. And he wanted a penalty call from the referee. So he voices his displeasure now. He's going to head to the bench. Pretty upset as he whacks his stick on the wall. In over the line now by Sommet as they fire that towards the net, but it goes wide. Now it's just going to be turned over here as Doucette's the last man back here for the Panthers. He's going to go back up the strong side wall. Passed out front into the middle for Smith. Good touch there, and now there's going to be a delayed penalty. It's the Panthers in over the line. Brownrigg, nice move as he cuts to the net. Just poked off his stick by Scully. It's the arm still with the up. Out front for Doucette. Doucette shot there, scores! Mitchell Doucette cuts the lead to 2 as he took a centering pass from Brownrigg. And he goes under the glove of Houle, and it's 3-1 for Sommet. No perfect time for the captain, Doucette, to jump down into the play offensively. It's 3-1 now in their 18th shot. They finally beat Houle. So that'll negate the delayed penalty call. And the comeback for the Panthers hopefully starts now in their case. And Sommet looking to hang on here and pick up their first win of the playoffs. Both teams looking for their first W here. As like I said, Sommet took a tough loss last night to Lockview down out in East Hants. Had an opportunity to watch a couple minutes of that game before I headed to my own game. And that was a 3-2 finish. Sometimes playing on these back-to-back nights, if you can get yourself into a good momentum or good habits, it's beneficial for your team. And then sometimes, depending on the previous game, could be detrimental as well. As now that's passed through the crease. Be chipped by Mahoney out to the neutral zone. McPhee giving chase. Sommet. Morris Mills had to stripped off his stick as he tried to get it in deep. Now it's going to be ripped in by Morrissey. Right back out off the end wall. Chenard cross ice. Just getting by there is Bordage as he's down the right side. Dupuis meets him. He pokes that off his stick. Morris Mills into the middle. Fires that weakly towards the net as it goes to the corner. 10.5 left to go. And Morris Mills got sniped there. Blew a tire. One of the two as he went into the boards hard. But he's back up to his feet now under his own power. So just shaking up there for a moment. That outlet pass for Sommet is going to be chipped off the wall for Morris Mills. He's 1-on-3 now as he's going to work down the left side. Tried to drop it. Now he will into the feet there of Lou. Lou takes a bump, picked up by Coyle behind the net. Slowly going to work out behind. He's pressed by Lou once again. Lou's going to cut back in front of the net as he continues to press. Coyle up off the wall for McKenna. McKenna will have time to enter the zone. Now he's going to cut back to the middle. Shot there. Tried to go far side glove and goes up off the glass. That chipped outside the zone now as Terry's going to fire that into his own bench, and you'll never see coaches duck faster than that errant puck into the bench. And you get a sense of idea of who's afraid of the puck and who isn't out there. They're inside the Sommet zone. Won cleanly here by Sommet. They're in behind their own net. They're just going to work out front there as they're being funneled out by Tobin. Up ice, hits the liney in the calf. So it's going to be ripped around the other side for Doucette. He gets a stick on that. Stays inside the zone now as Griffin Lou is going to take a bump there from McKenna. So he'll hit him again now as the puck will come outside the zone. Lou's going to stay with it. And he'll just swing it back for Plotsky. Plotsky up the wall for Terry. He gets a piece of that, so that gets inside the zone. No icing on the play. Terry with a hit on Sanford. Maybe shook him up a little bit. So now Doucette's going to jump into the play looking for some more now as he fires it up for Coyle. Coyle had that roll off his stick. Now he's 1-on-3 as he takes a bump there. He's going to hit the deck. Doucette in behind the net now. Coyle still down. Doucette with pressure and Coyle back to his knees now as he is holding his head. Down in the corner. Linesman's going to go have a check on him. Trainer or coach or whoever is going to be halfway out onto the ice. Now Coyle's back to his feet under his own will. He's going to have to leave the ice though. He's back to his own feet. Lots of claps here from the crowd. A little bit shaken up down there, so faceoff's going to stay inside the Sommet zone, and actually I was just about to mention that. If the whistle's blown due to the injured Panthers player, then the faceoff should come outside, and it will. So we'll keep an eye on Coyle for you. For the Panthers' sake, you hope he returns now as Tobin takes that off the faceoff, and he's going to have to do a little bit more of the heavy lifting here in this one. Chenard's going to work in behind his own net. He tries to drag that dangerous move in the defensive zone now as McKenna works down low, but had that puck poked off his stick as it exits the zone now as Sanford back forward for the Panthers. He'll loop inside his own zone. He'll scan. On the stick handle, he lost the puck, so he's going to rim that around for Eisner. Eisner's going to pick that up on the rim. He's going to cut back inside his own zone, in behind his own net for protection now. Nice move by Eisner. Good patience there as he got away from the stick there of Doucette. Eisner's going to get the backhand. He'll take those extra strides and get it deep now as LeBlanc's going to pick it up here for Sommet. He spins back the other way. He's going to get the wheels going through the middle now for Morris Mills. Morris Mills gets by McKenna. He's going to work down the left side. And drop it there. You could hear him talking to Schneider, getting position for the drop here, but it's turned over now as Tobin down the right side. Coyle still hunched over on the bench. Tobin and over the line. He's being pressed there. Cuts back. Looks for his options. Over to Eisner. Eisner chips that down for Smith, or tried to anyways, but it's going to be cleared here by Sommet. 7:50 left to go here in the third. 2-goal lead for Sommet. Ferguson's going to fire that cross ice. Now it's going to be picked up here by Smith. Smith down the right side. He's going to turn, look for his option. Center for McKenna. Now it's picked up by Tobin. They bang away at it in the high slot. Now a shot there through a crowd. That's blocked there by Terry. That stung. Bad angle shot. Rebound comes free. Another opportunity at the side of the net as Tobin got a stick on that as McKenna came on the rebound now. Tobin. Back to McKenna, but it's going to be turned over here as Sommet tries to clear, but once again, they're having a hard time down there at the Zamboni doors. And now Smith upended. The Sommet player got his stick into the feet. Eisner is going to fire that towards the net. Hits a set of skates on the way. So now Scully is going to have it. He leaves it there for Terry. Terry fired that blocker side and hits the top half of the stick of Flynn. Goes up out of play here as we're just over halfway through the third. 6:55 left to go here. 6:36 p.m. here at the RBC Center. Time ticking away here for the Panthers. Now Kenny is just going to fire that in. Good dump there as you want to get that in behind the net. Give your team the most time to get in there on the forecheck. That's when you ever hear a good dump or a bad dump, is the good one that's the one that lands right in behind the goaltender. Now Brownrigg's going to look for that loose puck. Plotsky's going to spin away from traffic. He'll leave it there now for Bernier. Bernier's just going to chip that through the middle of the ice, but it's going to go inside the Panther zone onto the stick of Sanford. Sanford, a little chip pass. Cross for Kenny. That's going to be chipped outside the zone, so Sommet just trying to keep the puck 200 feet from their net here. It's Mahoney had that turned over. Martin now into his feet. Now it's turned back over. The Panthers are away. Mahoney and over the line. Tries to center that pass, and Sommet doing a good job of taking away that middle lane. And now the puck's going to get in onto the goaltender, Nathan Houle. He'll hang on. 6:04, 23-21 the shots now in favor of Sommet, so a little bit more pucks going to the hoop here off the sticks of the Panthers. As the Woodlawn faithful here on site, starting to get a little more energetic down there. Trying to give their players a little more life. This goes back to the point. Doucette just hung tough there at the blue line as he'll hold the puck inside as he fires it down low. Morris Mills is being pressed there by Brownrigg, but he'll get the puck all the way up to the blue line and held in by Sanford. Good job there. Now it's going to be flipped down the ice, and that'll be icing, so we'll go all the way back down inside Sommet's zone and see if Coyle makes his way back onto the ice, and looks like he will now. He looks like he's still laboring a little bit here, but he's going to step into the face-off dot and try and get something going here. Top scorer in the league this season, Ryan Coyle. He just tries to go forward off the draw, but Morris Mills read it, and he ties up Coyle off the draw. Now is Chenard's going to fire that through the middle. Good job by Morris Mills to take that on the backhand. Tries to get free, but it's turned over. Coyle there tried to chip it to himself, but it hit McKenna. Now it's going to be an open net in front, and Simon Doucette on the doorstep. Going to find the back of the net and regain the 3-goal lead here for Sommet, and what was in a very unfortunate bounce for the Panthers as Coyle came back to help out. He ends up turning the puck over and just tried to chip it back the other way, and it hits his own player and ends up in front of the net there. Not much you can do if you're the goaltender, Flynn. 5.5 left to go here. 4-1 lead for Sommet. His temper's starting to flare down there on the Panthers bench, but good news for them is if they're unable to come back for this, they still have 3 games. Now is Martin with the fake shot toe drag, and he gets an opportunity, but a good save by Flynn, and they needed that one there if they have any hope of getting back into this one now. turned over once again at the hash mark, so Eisner ran out of space, still tried to force a pass, and ends up going back behind his own net for that one now he'll get free up through the neutral zone. Little pep in his step here for this one. Eisner cuts to the middle there, shot there, rebound comes free, opportunity, oh, what a save from Houle. As Eisner got his own rebound, couldn't quite get as much as he wanted on it on the backhand, but an even better save there from Nathan Houle as he keeps this one at a 3-goal lead. That's just going to be left there. Zachary Chenard in over the right sideline. He'll work down low, in behind the goal line, centers it into the crease area, shot there, and Flynn slides across and makes a save there on Griffin Liu in front of the net. 4.5 left to go. Face-off will stay inside the Panther zone. From Morris Mills and McKenna on the draw here. Shot there from a bad angle. Puck comes free, wraparound attempt there. Flynn hugging the post, and now the net's going to completely come off. The face-off will stay inside. Looks like it was knocked off by either the goaltender or one of the Panthers players. Maybe Doucette's caboose out there. So 4:23, like I said, time not on the side of the Panthers here. You know how it goes when you're down there. The time can't go fast enough for Sommet, and you don't get enough time if you're the Panthers. Now McKenna's going to chip that up for Doucette. Doucette's going to one-on-one battle now through the middle to the left side. Shot there. He goes glove, and it goes wide. So now McKenna will run his man over. And now Doucette comes in, and there's going to be a complete melee in behind the net there as Doucette. It's the second time this year that we've seen him drill a helmet off one of the players. Got some extra stuff now. We're going to see what comes of this. His temper's flaring a little bit now as the Sommet player still down on the ice. We'll move the camera off the injured player here as we do at High Button Sports. It's the media world here, out of the respect to the player and their families. He's still down, he's moving around, but he's just going to be checked on here just to make sure. His Doucette will be escorted out for the second time that I've seen this season. So we're going to step aside here for just a sec. We'll keep you updated on the situation. And we're going to just step aside, like I said, for just a moment now as we wait to get things figured out. So we'll be right back. All right, looks like we've got things situated. That was Etienne Chenard. He was helped up off the ice, and he went off with a little bit of assistance to the coach there with no helmet on. So Doucette obviously kicked out of the game with a 5-minute power play up on the board, and you got to think that's going to be it here for the Panthers, as Sommet is just going to try and get another goal here to put this one a little bit more out of reach, as Coyle's away here shorthanded. He's got Tobin with him. Tries to go through the wickets there, but Aiden Scully now is going to fire that cross ice for Morris Mills. Good job by Sommet to stay on side. Now is we're going to have some extra stuff here after the whistle, and we are going to have an unsportsmanlike penalty. The ref, I just heard what he said. He just says as long as you shut your mouth, you won't get any penalties. So that's going to get rid of the power play. We're going to go back to 4-on-4. Like I said, Chenard off the ice under his own will. So that is the first good sign that we've had from that hit. And this is Doucette's first game back after serving a suspension for a very similar hit. So that's got to, you got to think that's going to do it for him for the playoffs. I could be wrong though, and I've been wrong before. As Tobin now walks over the line, he's going to fire that for Coyle. Coyle opportunity shot there, saved by Houle. 3:20 left to go here, chipped off the wall now is Martin. He's going to take a bump there from Sanford, and now Martin is going to get his stick way up, and now he's going to throw another one. Sanford's just going to skate away, and that's definitely going to be some extra time in the penalty box for James Martin. As Coyle is not happy now, so he's going to go after him, and that's got to be a head contact penalty, and at least 4, as that's a cross-check up into the melon. So Martin didn't like that bump that he got from Sanford, and hate to say I didn't see this stuff coming after that hit, but I'd be lying if I did. So now Sommet shorthanded, and Woodlawn will go to the power play here with 3:14 left in this third period, and things escalating quickly here at the RBC Center. 4-on-3 now, so lots of ice out there. Sanford's just going to fire that. That's blocked. Another shot there from Eisner. The rebound is cleared here from Plotsky as he's just going to fire that down the ice. Flynn's going to come out and play that on the backhand. Eisner's going to hustle back. Scoreboard looking like a Christmas tree right now. Lit up as it possibly can be. So Eisner fires that across for Tobin. Tobin's going to stop up. He fires that through, looking for the stick of Eisner. Now it's chipped there, rebound. Deflected away. Tobin's going to pick up the loose puck. Back up top for Coyle. Coyle's going to shoot that. That goes wide. He looks at the stick there. And I do remember last week he broke his stick, so might be still getting used to that baby out there. So now Eisner is going to fire that one towards the net with no traffic. It's just going to be sent the length of the ice. So that was a 4-minute head contact penalty for Martin. Now, Coyle's going to wind it up here for the Panthers as he gets in over the neutral zone. He'll slow up. Going to go back there for Sanford. Sanford stops up. He's pressed at the line. He's going to cycle it back down low, just into the 2-minute mark now. Splotsky's going to rim that around. Ferguson holds it in at the line. That's going to be picked up by Plotsky. You can hear the Sommet coach saying, "Down, David." And I think when he said down, he didn't mean up in the netting, but that's where the puck goes. And out of play. Minute 57 left to go here. And this is where, if you're a linesman, you got to be on your toes here and anticipate the stuff after the whistle. At least that's what they tell you in the course. But in the meantime, there's going to be a 30-second timeout, Woodlawn. So we're going to step aside here for just a moment. We'll be right back. All right, hopefully Coach Manson has got a 3-goal play drawn up here. That's what they're going to need here. Now 2 minutes left. It can be done, folks. We've seen the Leafs blow leads bigger than this late in the game, but we won't get into that. But it's going to have to start early here and get one right off the bat. As McKenna now the goalie out, Flynn to the bench, so 5-on-3 here for another 8 seconds. Now Cole's got an opportunity through a crowd. Shot, the rebound still sitting in the crease. They bang away at it. McKenna, another opportunity, and Houle does the splits across the crease. And he just doesn't want to give in here tonight, folks. So now we're back to 4-on-4 here. The original penalty expired for Sommet, so that's going to leave Martin in there for another 2:28. And the penalty being served for Mitch Doucette's another 2.5. So both these teams will be shorthanded. One player for the rest of this game. Coyle's going to walk the line, fires that through a crowd. Doesn't quite make its way there. Now it's chipped off the glass, and that's going to go down the ice for icing. Icing waved off. And nobody's happy here as that puck went all the way down the ice at even strength. Now Tobin down wide. Going to fire that. Oh, and he almost picked the corner short side with the backhand. Tough shot to make there. And it just goes up over the net now as Coyle was just waiting for that puck to get to him, but it's going to be chipped off. Good read there from Aiden Scully. Now it's McKenna. He's going to fire that cross ice for Sanford. Leaves that there for Tobin. Tobin's going to pick it up at the neutral zone. Cross ice for McKenna. McKenna's going to walk in over the line. He's just going to fire that back for Coyle. Coyle, right side point, fires across ice for Sanford on the left side. Sanford shot there. That goes well wide and off the glass. Into the last minute here. As Coyle walks the line there. He's pushed off the puck now as McKenna will walk through, and he shoots that, and that one goes barred down, but maybe too little too late here for the Panthers. But what a snipe there from Cameron McKenna as he fired that one through a crowd. And bar down, as they say. And that'll cut the lead back to 2 here with 34.6 seconds left to go here in this one. So 5-on-5. We're back to here. Just want to get a confirmation on the clock here. So it's 5-on-5, but really it's 5-on-4. The Panthers have their goalie out. Lots of discussions being had, maybe one-sided, albeit. Just getting a confirmation from the timekeeper. He's got the official notes down there. So it's going to be 5-on-4. I'm not going to lie now, I'm a bit confused myself, folks, but only 34.6 seconds left here, so confusion won't be for too much longer. So McKenna will run into his man. That puck's going to be down the length of the ice, but it's tipped along the way, so no icing on the play. Sanford back here for the Panthers. He's got Lou on him. Into the middle now, Tobin. He's going to fire that cross ice for Coyle. Coyle, nice saucer pass across for Sanford on the left side, just inside the ring out line now, as they're going to have to get one to the net here if they want to have some time, as McKenna tries to fire that. And now it's ran through as Lou took a little bit of a knee there, and he'll get the puck back. He's going to walk in over the line, 1 second left. He's going to fire that in the empty net, but it's not going to count. And that'll do it here, folks, for this playoff game here at the RBC. The Woodlawn Panthers fall 4-2 to Sommet Mosaic. Sommet moves to 1-1. The Panthers 0-1 here on the playoffs. So thank you very much for tuning in once again here to this High Button Sports live stream. For everybody here, we thank you very much. Hope you have a great rest of your night, and we'll see you at the rink.